So much football going on. It's like it's been like 3 hours of football, or it's going to be 3 hours of football today. All new SportsCage. Welcome back. The C's are on the other side of the board. Maz just stepped away for a second. We talked about it though. Regina Thunder, Okanagan Sun, Sunday, 1 p.m. live. So, talk about exciting. We had Murad on yesterday. They're expecting a sellout. So if you haven't got tickets, got to get your tickets before. It's going to be an electric atmosphere tonight with the Rams playing there. It's going to be electric. Joining us, we had him on before, Western Pizza guest hotline. Get yourself a Western Pizza wheel tonight. The number 2 is always a favorite around these parts. Steven Smith joining us. Hey, you know what? First off, let's go back. Finally, right? You knock off the Hilltops. Tough to beat a team 3 times. They found that out. Take us through your feelings after that game and kind of slaying the guys from up north.
Well, it's always, it's a great feeling. Anytime you beat the Hilltops, they're always a great team, and they're always going to give you a challenge, no matter when you play them. So to break through that team in such a big game, it's always a great feeling.
What's the team doing, if there is something? What is the team doing right now after that Hilltops game, do you feel, as a leader out there?
Just confidence in ourselves and playing our game, not playing our opponent's game and worrying about us, and the game kind of takes care of itself from there. Defensive
side of the ball, it sounds like this running back for Okanagan, right? We got a key on him. You got to have your head on a swivel, as they say. What do you know about him? What do you know about the Sun offensively? Yeah,
we've dove into the film here pretty good this week on a quick turnaround where you get film from a team that you haven't seen all year, right? So you dive into it. Been watching a lot the last couple of days, and he's a good running back. He runs hard. He reads things well, and he makes plays that seemingly aren't there in lots of games out there. So we'll definitely have to contain him and work to shut down that run game they have.
Is there anything, in your junior football career that you can equate what they're going to throw at you guys to?
The Hilltops have historically loved to run the ball. So, Boston Davidson was quite the running back as well. We played him for quite a few years. So I'd say that would probably be assuming what would be the closest.
As a leader on the defense, for you guys, maybe it's the veterans, maybe it's somebody that, younger on the team. Who's stepped up? Maybe let's give some shout outs here. Like I know we don't want to single guys out, but who's playing best ball of the year right now?
Everyone, to be honest. The defense has been doing a great job. Selwood is one of the guys that jumps out on that D-line. Johnny Campen, he has really stepped up. He's a young guy. We had some injuries to D-line. He stepped up, and he's been phenomenal on the D-line. He has a motor like you'll never see. There's quite a few times where he'll be on the ground, he'll get up and make a tackle. The linebackers have been great. Like Mitchell Tanchuk has had a phenomenal year. I can't even put into words how much he's grown over the years, and he's had a phenomenal year. He was probably more deserving of that linebacker award than me, and the defensive player award than me. He's been doing great. Kenton F is always a stud at the dime. Zach and my Will, he's been doing great all year, and then the DBs have done a phenomenal job stepping a few weeks too.
Right on. Good shout outs there. I love it. In a game like this, there's going to be ebbs and flows. Could happen at the beginning. Something weird could happen either side of the ball. Good for you, bad for you. As a leader, what are you going to say to the guys? Like, no, you want to come out fire and you want to come out with that emotion, but not too high, not too low, right? Like, stick the game plan for 60 minutes.
Yep, and that's been our focus for a couple of weeks. That was one of the things that we really focused on turning around. I feel like the last regular season game we played against Hilltops where we lost, that was a big focus, was learning from leaders all the way down to the rookie to learn how to reset and have that next play mentality, and then one mistake isn't going to cost you the whole game, right? So you got to make sure you make that play next time. So that was a big focus for us. was just having that next play mentality, and that comes from the leaders making sure everyone's following suit.
If anyone's joining on the stream right now, Stephen Smith, defensive all-star from the Regina Thunder, you see that he's joining us again from Mosaic Stadium because he practices with the Riders as well. Any of the Riders, talking to you, words of encouragement, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, Logan Ferland, former Thunder, all that. What are the guys at the big club been saying to you this week?
I've gotten quite a few words of encouragement and some advice for big games, and then lots of congratulations for winning the PFC. Obviously, I think there was an article on Facebook the other day. I broke down the team or whatever at the end of practice, and lots of guys have been congratulating me, especially the linebacker room. Like first day back here, we had a day on Monday, I think it was, and as soon as we started a meeting at 8 a.m, they were all congratulating me and asking about my stats and how the game went. They're awesome. They've been following the team all along.
If you could take one snippet of, like you talked about, the words of encouragement that you've gotten from those leaders, what's one thing that you can take and tell us about?
Just kind of take control and be that leader, right? And use my voice on the field to keep guys going, and then make the most of these big games. Like these are what you play football for, is playing games like this. So make the most of it.
Whole town of Lemberg going to be at the game Sunday, maybe?
I think my mom said they have about 20-some tickets already booked. So there you go.
Right on. Well, go get it, right? It's exciting. Like you said, in a blink of an eye, you're going to be our age. You're going to look back on this. So it's not going to come around very often. Super exciting. Best of luck Sunday. And let's get on to that national championship, right?
Sure, that's the plan. Thank you very much.
Stephen Smith from the Regina Thunder, 1 p.m. Sunday, kickoff, Leibel Field. It's going to be awesome. This is the all-new SportsCage. Time for a quick break. If you're watching that stream, you saw him there. It's on sportscage.com, and as always, we're on the home of football in Saskatchewan, 620 CKRM.